Welcome all. It's lovely to see your faces pop up. Welcome everybody. I'll just give it another song until the time. Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun in love, always in love. Ooh, Allah, Allah, 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 ooh. Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun in love, always in love. Ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh, ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh. Hollow, hollow, hollow bamboo, I am a vessel for love to flow through. Swallow, swallow, swallow ego, I get out of my way so that spirit can flow. Welcome everybody, my name is Reverend Simon Ruth de Voil. I'm just going to put this down very carefully. And welcome to Spirit and Song. I'd like to do a land acknowledgement first. We're going to talk about the greening in the land again today. So I really want to acknowledge I'm on Abenaki land. Thank the Abenaki tribe for looking after this incredible green mountains here in what is now called Vermont. I'd also like to acknowledge the land theft and the Abenaki people as the rightful owners. As we open sacred space with the land, I feel like land blessing is really appropriate. So Spirit and Song is a once a month gathering. Many of you come back every month, where we explore the sacred through song, poetry, and deep listening. Tonight, I want to build on what we talked about last month, which was Beltane. It was the Celtic festival, 1st of May, of Beltane. And I'd like us to lean into that ancient honouring of the land and the season, but put that into the context of the fact that it's June 2022, and tomorrow I'm going to put my pride flag up on the house. We are a queer family in rural Trump condoning township, and I've been thinking about Viriditas, the greening force of life, the green woman, the green man, in the context of Pride Month, the world around us full of cell phones and the news of gun violence and rising racism and ever expanding diversity. Whatever your faith tradition is or is not, you are especially welcome here. Okay, so let's jump in and explore ancient earth wisdom, the sap, the force of life that's been here since the beginning, but how it births itself anew in each individual. And the first song I've got for us is Psalm 65. It is good to give thanks for the boundless mercy which renews us and makes us whole. Happy are they who know this and open themselves to the light and sing. You make the sun rise and sunset shout for joy. You are the earth's fertility. Your law governs her cycles of snow, runoff, flood, and rain. You crown the year with abundance. The wildlands are watered with dew. The hills deck themselves with green. The meadows adorn themselves with flocks, and the valleys gown themselves with grain. They dance together, they join in song, they join in song, they join the song. We're going to go straight from that into a beautiful song by my friend Adam Rowland. Now, the two of us sometimes will go on tour together. We are the red-bearded, spiritually minded, transgender singer-songwriters, and we're such a niche market of people that usually when we hit the road, not very many people come. But we have an amazing time, and one of the things that we do is that we learn each other's songs, and this is You Belong, or Belong. I think I've played it before. It's got a sing-along part that you'll work out, and I love it because it really puts in a nutshell why we belong to this good green earth. Oh, I forgot to ask you, if you're willing, please write into the chat where you are joining us from. I'd love to know that. You belong to this body, you belong to this earth. You belong, you belong, you belong. With all of your dignity, all of your worth. You belong, you belong, you belong. You belong to this family, to this tree of life. You belong, you belong, you belong. There's nothing no one can do to untie these ties, 'cause you belong, you belong, you belong. And you're not the worst thing that you've ever done. You're not the ways you think you might be bothering someone. You're not better than, less than, or equal. People are people. We belong to these bodies, we belong to this earth. We belong, we belong, we belong. With all of our dignity, all of our worth. We belong, we belong, we belong. And we belong to this family, to this tree of life. We belong, we belong, we belong. There's nothing no one can do to untie these ties, 'cause you belong, we belong, we belong. And we're not the worst thing that we've ever done. We're not the ways we think we might be bothering someone. We're not better than, less than, or equal. People are people. I belong to this body, I belong to this earth. I belong, I belong, I belong. With all of my dignity, all of my worth. I belong, I belong, I belong. Thank you everybody for writing in your locations into the chat. Yeah. So I've been thinking about the greening force of life in the context of the rainbow flag because, well, first of all, I need to work out how to attach the flag to my vinyl-sided house. I don't quite know how to do that. But the main reason I've been placing it in the context of this greening force of life is because there's a task that I'm doing right now, which is creating a podcast series of daily prayers for Abbey of the Arts. And this week I was working on an episode of Mary, Mother of Sorrows, which felt so appropriate given all the gun violence. And the evening episode was Mary, the Greenest Branch. And I'd like to share the opening prayer that I was reading that sparked this whole kind of, this isn't just about Hildegard von Bingen and ancient Celtic wisdom, this is about right now. So let me find Christine Walter's prayer. This was the opening to the Greenest Branch episode. Mary, greenest branch, mother of moist earth, teach us the interconnectedness and intercommunion of all levels of created life, with each other and with God as source. Enliven Viriditas, the greening power of God, within us, so we are filled with creative fecundity. Help us see God's love energizing the world, making it living and fruitful, a place where all are welcome. All deserve this lavish attention, and every part of created life is filled with vitality. That sounded very much like diversity and teaching that. Diane, I don't know if you're here, but I remember you used to talking, oh, you are here. Hello, Diane. I remember you talking about how life thrives in diversity and making us aware of the rainforest as a great example of this. I remember you saying that. But how do you tap into this abundant life source? How do you tap into this juicy, sacred, maple syrup healing energy? Not in an abstract, let's bow our heads in prayer kind of way, but in a bit more of a David Wallace reminder that these are dangerous times and we need to wake the fuck up right now. I ask this of us because my soul is in pain with the rise of neo-fascism, hate crimes, and all this dangerous, dangerous gun violence. Not to mention destruction of the planet and the war not that far away. Well, multiple wars really. I need a compass to to help me steer towards compassion and generosity, and I suspect we all do. And here's my hunch, that this Viriditas, that word that Hildegard von Bingen invented for this greening force of life, is when we drink that in, if we can steep ourselves, find our place in the web, and really be filled by Mother Earth, then it comes out of us in its own individual, authentic, unique expression. And if we can find a way to be safe and be ourselves gently, to take up space gently, that allows us to pull up the chair for the others who don't necessarily get a seat on the bus. How do we take up space and respond with our unique voice so that others can do the same, regardless of whether they're LGBTQ plus or not? Now, nature seems to be a far better teacher for this than I think anybody else. This ancient tree, we're going to go there. We're going to go to a wonderful oak tree in Scotland that I made a little video of. I'm going to take you inside this perhaps 1,000-year-old oak. But first, let's focus on our version of that, our version of this greening force of life, which is nurturing life around us. And I have a song called The Angel Wash, written by my friends, the Amy's. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. As a transgender dinosaur. And what do I mean by that? I changed genders 2 decades ago. It's a long time ago. And the kindness of people that knew absolutely nothing about my story or why on earth I was doing such a strange thing just filled me with so much strength and light and love. So I really want to urge us that the Pride celebration is for everybody. It's for everybody. And every minority that is judged and pushed aside or silenced is upheld, should be upheld, and is in a true celebration of Pride Month. All right, back to Mother as a teacher for us on this. Here's a wee quote from this wonderful mystic who invented the idea of God as the greening force of life. Well, I don't know if she invented it, but she made it really public. Hildegard von Bingen, German mystic from 900 years ago. O God, you are ever... Let me just try that again. O God, who are ever giving life to all, moving all creatures, root of all things, washing them clean, wiping out their mistakes, healing their wounds. You are true life, luminous, wonderful, awakening the heart from its ancient sleep. Let me read that again. O you, who are ever giving life to all, moving all creatures, root of all things, washing them clean, wiping out their mistakes, healing their wounds. You are our true life, luminous, wonderful, awakening the heart from its ancient sleep. And that, I suppose, is the crux of where I'm getting at, that our individual breath, that diversity of us as individuals, is really the outermost branch of an ancient living being, an ancient tree. I got another song that sings about this for me. This one is, I'm playing you so many songs by my friends today. This is by Michelle J. Rodriguez. She lives here in Vermont. I think of this as like a modern psalm. The light on the mountain changes each minute. The mist on the mountain moves like the ocean tides that swell up and turn stones on the shore. Today I'm alive a little more. The sun on the mountain touches everything. The stones on the mountain are strong like the ocean tides that swell up and turn shells on the shore. Today I am alive a little more. What's that I see? It's the sea, the sea, the sea, spreading out right in front of me. What's that I hear? It's the wind, and it's clear that I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here. The trees on the mountain rustle so gently. The birds on the mountain sing like the ocean tides that swell up and turn stones on the shore. Today I'm alive a little more. Today I'm alive a little alive. Today I'm alive a little more. La 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 la. Let's all sing one together. This is by a different friend of mine, Alexa Sunshine Rose. It's called the Sun Gazing Song. Oh glorious Father, you bless me with your light. Oh, glorious Father, you bless me with your light. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your light. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your light. Oh, Sacred Mother, you bless me with your strength. Oh, Sacred Mother, you bless me with your strength. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your strength. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your strength. Oh, Holy Child, you bless me with your love. Oh, Holy Child, you bless me with your love. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your love. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your love. Oh, glorious Father, you bless me with your light. Oh, glorious Father, you bless me with your light. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your light. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your light. Oh, Sacred Mother, you bless me with your strength. Oh, Sacred Mother, you bless me with your strength. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your strength. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your strength. Oh, Holy Child, you bless me with your love. Oh, Holy Child, you bless me with your love. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your love. In the center of my soul, you bless me with your love. You bless me with your love. Amen. So it's our choice whether we behave as parasites or vessels for the greening force of life. There's a poem by Denise Levertov, Annunciation. It's all about the angel coming to the teenage girl, Mary. And there's a line in it that kind of has haunted me for the last 2 years. So the angel asks Mary if she'll do this job. And in the poem it pauses and it says, choice, integral to humanness. The angel waits to hear what the young girl's response will be, the young woman's response will be. Choice, integral to humanness. And we are given quite, I think a nice way would be parasite, but Matthew Fox talks about matricide, the killing of the Earth Mother. We are given choices of ways that we can live that take life from descendants and from others and from poorer nations. Or we can choose, as best as we are able, to strengthen the abundance of life that flows out, that's meant to flow out into all people. The choice is ours. Competition or abundant grace. And I think, to be honest, all of us walk a balance between that. We all do. So I've chosen a song for us that is helping us lean into the blessing. This is by Karen Drucker, Blessing to the World. I love this song. And sometimes, when humanity isn't behaving all that well, it's hard to lean into it. And I'm going to give us a little pause here because I can't find my music in front of me. So just pray for a second while I pull up my chords. Here we go. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to this world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to this world. Last time. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am a blessing to this world. Amen. I find that song interesting, how it's difficult to sing sometimes. There's a song I'm working on in the background. I've got a year to complete it, and it's Saint Teresa of Avila's Bookmark prayer. It's the prayer that was in her book when she died, and she loved books. They were like sacred companions to Teresa of Avila, who lived in Spain, I think about 400 or 500 years ago. And there's a line in it. I don't know what the original is, but I am thinking of it as nothing is wasted. God wastes nothing. The original translation from the Spanish is all things are possible In God, all things are possible. But I've been thinking about this really deeply. What does that mean? That in our lives, nothing is wasted. I'm going to weave us back to the original theme of this greening force of life, the rising green, and how it births itself afresh in us. And I'm going to do a Lectio Divina. I'll sing the piece. It's a song called Rising Green, and we're going to listen to it at least twice, and we'll have a little bit of silence around it, and then afterwards I'll open up the Zoom to hear if anything shimmers or lands in your heart. There's only a few of us here, so we should have a really nice time to be able to listen to one another. I will get you the lyrics to this song. Actually, before we get there, let me pull up the slide and I'll take us into a little bit of meditation. So become aware of the room around you and the temperature of the air, the ease or aches and pains in your body. Maybe put your fingers on your pulse to really zone in on that life force that is in you, surrounding you, whether you're in the midst of the city or sitting outside in a garden. I'm going to ask us to step into our imaginations here before we go into meeting this song. So imagine that it's dusk, late in the evening, and you are walking along a riverbank. You're not frightened in any way. You feel perfectly safe and at peace. This path that winds through the river, along the river, is going through tall trees, tall trees, old trees, beautiful trees that have recently leafed out. Perhaps you've been to a place like this in your past and can picture it easily. The air around you is moist, and among the leaf litter at your feet there are spring flowers and beautiful green mosses growing on the tree trunks. I invite you to find a good place to sit, to be still, as we listen to this lovely song called Rising Green by Carolyn Mcdade. And then afterwards we'll have a little silence. My soul rises deep in the roots of yon oak. The sap doth run in my veins. Endless my soul rides the open skies, where the stars forever have lain. Where the stars, where the stars, where the stars forever have lain. My hands hold the weavings of time without end, my sight as deep as the sea. Great is the sound, echoes deep in my heart, that of love's eternity. I feel the tides as they answer the moon, rushing on from distant stars. Oh, wondrous my feet settle deep in the earth, rising green to bring a new day. Rising green, rising green, rising green to bring a new day. Before I move us on, just take a moment to think about if there's any feelings or images or words from the song that are present with you. Notice that in your awareness, and then now I'm going to bring us back. So because we're talking about this greening force of life in the context of Pride Month, I think it's really helpful if we take that life force and really meet it through one person, one being, or in this case, one tree. I'm going to take you into one of my most holy places. 3 months ago I was in Scotland, and when we were driving across we stopped in Burnham, and I made this little video of this tree that the sign said it was 1,000 years old, but Wikipedia said it was only 600. Either way, it is an amazing, amazing, beautiful tree, and I want you to meet God's expression of this greening force of life in this one individual tree. So let me share the video with you. Hey everybody, this is Perthshire. We're in Burnham, which some of you, if you know Mcdade, will recognise that name. And we're in the ancient Burnham Woods. And this is called the Burnham Oak. It's 1,000 years old. And I just can't tell you what this tree means to me. Though this is also where my ancestors came from, where I am. I'm in Perthshire. And there's the River Tay behind. And this is my favourite chapel in the whole world, actually. Here we are. We're right inside this 1,000-year-old oak tree, looking out. The sound in here is so soft. Let nothing disturb you. Let nothing frighten you. For everything changes. God alone remains. With patience, all things come to be. Alive in possibility. When God alone fills us. Look at this place. How amazing. What you can is like a soft cave. Or heart space, solid heart space. And I got the impression, right, that it's just a big blessing to the whole world. Yeah. Welcome to one of my favorite places in the whole world. It gives me such joy to bring you there, and I could see you all smiling, smiling with me as we were in the tree. So if we think about the sacred, the screening force of life in the context of one tree, one relationship that we can lean into, tap down, down, down. If we're at the end of the branch, go all the way down to source. Let's hear the song again and see what resonates, what speaks to you, and then we'll have the silence afterwards, and then I'll open it up and hear if there's anything that we would like to mention. Okay, so let me go back and find the lyrics for you. My soul rises deep in the roots of yon oak. The sap doth run in my veins. Endless my soul rides the open sky, where the stars forever have lain. Where the stars, where the stars, where the stars forever have lain. My hands hold the weavings of time without end. My sight as deep as the sea. Great is the sound, echoes deep in my heart, that of love's eternity. That of love, that of love, that of love's eternity. I feel the tides as they answer the moon, rushing on for distant sands. Wondrous my feet settle deep in the earth, rising green to bring a new day. Rising green, rising green, rising green to bring a new day. Rising green, rising green, rising green to bring a new day. We have a little bit of time here. If you would like to share, we draw inspiration from the Quakers around speaking from the heart and really listening deeply to what's stirring in the, I like to call it the bowels of your being, but the depth of who we are. Is there anything that anybody would like to share? You can raise your hand, or I think you can probably just unmute, actually. And there's no pressure. Kate, hello.
Hello. Ever since I was a child, I loved oak trees and acorns. And where we lived in Massachusetts, they were in abundance. And that love of the earth, the love of the oak and acorn and the leaf followed me until I was in seminary, and I looked up, just out of curiosity, the mysticism or the symbolism related to the oak tree and acorn, and found that my birthday, the symbol for my birthday of June 29th, is the oak tree, acorn, and leaf, which I was amazed because I over the years have had press back chairs on the dining room table with oak trees, leaves. If I see little symbols, little tchotchkes, if you will, of acorns or leaves, I probably have 50 or 60 of them around the house in various places just to remind me of that connection. So thank you very much for sharing this. It was very special.
You're welcome. I wonder if you know that the word druid means whisperer of oaks, with one who whispers
No, I
with
didn't.
the oaks. Yeah. I love that the symbol has followed you your whole life. And is in your home, and
Absolutely.
it's in you. Maybe it is you.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of me.
Mm-hmm.
Always has been. So
mm-hmm.
I even had a luthier, instead of putting dots on one of my guitars, I had him put acorns in on the fretboard to designate the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, etc.
Beautiful.
So
Love
yeah.
that. Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing. Very joyful to hear that, how deeply it resonates. Is anything else been bubbling
Very
up
much
for?
so.
Deb, yeah, please share.
Thank you for this evening, as always. I am, and I don't have the book with me, so I believe the name is just Beauty by John O'Donoghue. And I just started reading that the past week. And the segment I read today was about how beauty is so dependent on our approach. And when I saw you in that oak tree, it made me realize that if we can approach nature, that we're one with it, and in that way be with nature, and then how that represents being one with all people, whoever shows up, all people, all beings, all of nature. It really resonated with me today, particularly because that reading today and then seeing you in that oak tree was the beauty was amazing, and I could feel your happiness and your joy and your oneness with the tree, and I know how much I feel that way when I'm in nature. So thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. This is Leslie, and I would like to share something that actually came from a Quaker meeting. That were the words of Teresa of Avila. Both these things, you spoke of the Quakers and Teresa, Saint Teresa. And but before I do, I want to ask if the oak tree hollowed out like that, was that alive?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I
very
love
much
it.
still alive. Even though people had lit a fire in that bit that I was in, it's very, very strongly alive still. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. And the soft echo within that cavern, it's just beautiful. I know I'm a tree hugger. Well, when I am able to, I attend at 12 noon. And internet, it's accessible for everybody on the planet. the International Meeting for Worship, which was formed a while ago, basically on behalf of the Ukraine and Russia situation, but it's generally embraced as just being for all suffering everywhere. So this is a quote that I'm going to share from someone who attends, Brother Cliff. And it was a particularly difficult day, having been through the past 24 hours of news. And this is a daily meeting for worship. This is what Brother Cliff shared. This was written by Teresa of Avila probably 500 years ago. And I think it is really profound for what you're all experiencing today. And this is what I read constantly when I'm asking, where is God in all of this? Christ has no body now, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes through which Christ looks. Compassion on this world are the feet with which Christ walks to do good. Yours are the hands through which Christ blesses all the world. Yours are the hands, yours are the feet, yours are the eyes, your body. Christ has no body now on earth but yours. So I just wanted to share that.
Beautiful. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. Suzanne, you're unmuted. I don't know if that means that you want to share. Or whether you just surprised.
Are you watching me, Simon? Yeah, I'm ruminating. So many things are coming up for me. But the first I wanted to say is bless you and thank you. It is always a joy to listen to your music. I have your CDs in my car and you go everywhere with me, Simon.
Lovely. That makes my heart happy.
Yeah. You know, so many things. What was beautiful for me was the rising up green, stronger. I felt my body literally, the roots, my energy going down into the earth and bringing up the green, the love, the energy, the mental, physical, emotional energy to do the work that I need to do. And whether that's talking with a friend about what's happening in the world and trying to reshape it, you know, in our hearts. That way we can put out more love. You know, whether it's being in the food store, you know, to see an elderly woman struggling to get that can off the top shelf, you know, that kind of stuff, and just be with her in that moment and smile. I just feel that means so much to each person that's out there today, because, you know, like David Wallace says, we need to wake the hell up. I mean, and that to me it's an awakening. It's connecting with somebody each and every day. But mostly it's yeah, it happens within the family, but for me, it's outside the family. It's really starting to create that ripple effect, that sea of pass it on, you know, pass on that smile. Let's start calming everybody down. And I just feel that the more we calm, the more we're coming from our heart center and not our ego mind and not the fear. So that there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot, but for me, I write about it, you know, to make clarity. But man, that beginning of you know, being in the tree with the root system really just, it brought me back to seminary when I did a meditation where, you know, bringing the roots, taking the roots down into the ground and further down and just whoosh, pulling it all back up. It was a beautiful, beautiful recentering. Thank you.
You're welcome. Maybe I chose it because I needed it in June of 2022. That one life is both very fragile and tiny and enormous and huge. It's the paradox of being a human with all 7 billion others. Absolutely. Not to mention the rocks and the trees and the ones that fly and walk on all fours. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, I think that we're probably at... Oh, Henry, was that you? You want to sneak in before I sing our closing prayer?
Try to say something.
Yeah, please do,
I
Henry.
apologize. I'm not doing well, but the, for those of you in the New York area who would like to experience a very old hollow sycamore, there are actually two of them, two hollow and then one not hollow, but in the at Quaker Meeting House. I'm not going to remember the exact municipality is in. It's either in Purchase in Westchester or in the adjacent town to Purchase. They have a fantastic burying ground adjacent to the meeting house, and these two sycamores are just as you come in the driveway off the street to your left in the corner, and so they're quite something. It's, of course, the sycamore is that one with the gorgeous smoothness to it, and these they aren't quite as old as the Scottish oak, but they're said to predate the United States. I thought it was very grounding for me when I was there last September, and it was really a grounding experience. So I'll leave it at that.
Thank you, Henry.
And oaks are the symbol of the town where I'm from in Michigan, so they've always been dear to me as well. Thanks.
May I just thank you so much, Henry. If I am able to travel to another Quaker meeting upstate, I live on Long Island, Paumanok, I will totally search those trees out. There's actually, it's 8 o'clock, but let me quickly say, there is a tulip tree. These trees grow enormous. They are enormous, and longevity it's in the Bronx. It actually has a fence around it to protect it. It is said to be the oldest living organism in the entire, I believe it's the whole Northeast region of the country. It could be the East Coast, I don't remember.
Wow.
But it's enormous. It's at least 400 years old or something like that. So anyway, I just wanted to add that.
Beautiful. I can hear that I am among tree lovers. Hey, we're going to close our time, sadly. So I'm going to say the prayer that I've borrowed from A Book of 1,000 Prayers, which is edited by Alison Pepper. She says, Lord, but we're going to say, you who witness, because it seems a little bit more inclusive to me. You who witness our darkest place, let in your light. You who witness our greatest fear, let in your peace. You who witness our most bitter shame, let in your word of grace. You who witness our oldest grudge, let in your forgiveness. You who witness our deepest anger, let it out. You who witness our loneliest moment, let in your presence. You who witness our truest self, our all, let in your wholeness. And I'm going to invite you to do this a little bit different. This will be hard for Henry to do because Henry's on the phone. But just reach out and touch the squares. Put it on gallery view. And then send tender, loving touch through the screen as I sing this blessing. And David will select us so that we can send this love and light and joy. There's been a lot of joy tonight for me. I hope there has been for you too. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love wash over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. Thank you, everybody.